Happy Tuesday, everybody. Welcome back to my channel. Today, another big milestone for me. 3 weeks with teeth. You have to excuse me if I get a little giddy about them because, again, for the last 20 some odd years, I have been totally embarrassed to smile or to even talk towards the end of my dental issue there. So if I get a little giddy about it, it's not because I'm just look at me. It's just because I'm just really, for the first time in a while, confident and having a good smile. And more importantly than the cosmetic end of it is just the health factor. When you have really bad dental problems and gingivitis and even a lot of bone loss like I have had, it just creates so many problems for you health-wise. It's a lot of which you don't even realize. So today is my third week with Dentures. I'm going to do this video today, and then I'm going to do one more on my dentures and my experience at the end of the month, and then get back to a little bit more of what I was doing last year before my dental procedure. More on current topics, mostly about the Bible and spiritual matters and stuff like that. But for today and next week, I'm going to kind of wrap up my first month with my new teeth and go from there. So today I just wanted to take a minute and kind of show you a little bit about what I do. I've become really anal about this process, and it's just because I've gone through so much that I don't want to mess these things up, right? So there's not a lot of care. You just got to really take the time, set aside time every morning and every night to just kind of go through the process. So some things that I do is at the beginning of the day, I actually have this case right here, and that's what the dentures sit in. My wife got me this new case. It's pretty nice. It's got a little filter in it where the water comes out, and I'm getting water all over the place. But it's real important that now everybody's different, but I take mine out at night. There was a lot of recommendations that you have them for 24 hours or have them in 24/7. A lot of people do that, and if that works for you, great. But I've heard I had a lot of pain with sleeping with them, and I've also been told that it's really not good for your health to sleep with your dentures, just because all kinds of stuff gets in there, and most importantly, it doesn't give your gums a chance to heal, especially at the beginning like mine. So, but this is what I keep them in. If you're like me and had a lot of bone loss and you need adhesive, I actually use this. It's called Fixident Ultra Hold. Doesn't have a whole lot of taste, which is good because you don't really want that in your mouth all day. So use that. And then the dentist recommended that I use a toothpaste that's not, it doesn't have whitening in it. I guess we don't want to make these whiter or anything. I'm not sure. But anyway, I use this Crest cavity protection, which obviously I don't have to worry about cavities, but I guess it doesn't have the whitening in it that a lot of the toothpaste out there does. So that's what I use for that. And I also, when I take my dentures out at night, because my gums are still kind of jacked up and probably will be for about a year, I use this Pro Relief that the dentist gave me and just take a little bit of that out, put it on my gums. So basically what I do with all this is at the end of the night, I take them out and I scrub them really hard, inside and out. I'm not going to demonstrate that for you. No one wants to see all of that. But basically, I just take them out. I brush them like I would normal teeth, get all the Fixident out, and then make sure they're perfectly clean, and then set them in the water overnight. Now, I've been told not to use any kind of cleanser yet because I'm still with my first liner, and that could actually dissolve the liner from what the dentist said. So I just use warm water. And then after I'm done taking them out, I go through and I brush my gums. And I get any bacteria or any food that might have gotten out underneath the dentures, and I scrub real good with that. And then I use mouthwash, something that had no purpose before. And just get all that. One final thing, straight mouthwash, gargle or swish around for about 20 seconds, and then spit it out. Now I kind of go through the same exact process in the morning. Again, I'm really anal about it, and I know I just scrubbed them and brushed them the night before, but because they've been sitting in that water, if there's been any particles or any kind of bacteria that's left over, but with them sitting for 7 or 8 hours, I like to do the same thing in the morning. So I'll take my Crest, And actually, the first thing I do is I do that again without my teeth in my mouth. Is I'll brush my gums and get that morning gook out of there and use mouthwash. And again, so I'm starting with like a fresh palate, literally. And then I use my crest to brush the teeth again and just get all in there. And then the super important thing is that I get them dry. So you don't want to put your dentures in wet, because then your fix-it at max hold becomes fix-it at no hold. Okay, for some reason it just doesn't work when it's wet. So go through, make sure it's completely dry, put that fix-it in, and then I'm good. Every day has gotten a little bit easier. Yesterday was kind of a bad day, but I really had a bad day food-wise. My son was here for his 27th birthday, so I had chicken wings for lunch, which I still can't bite into, but I was able to cut them up. And then we had pizza for dinner, and a lot of that was harder, so it was a lot of rubbing on my gums that I haven't had since I had these. So yesterday was a little bit of a difficult day, but today so far, doing good. They feel good. And I anticipate that after my 30 days is up next week, that I'm going to have even better progress. So hope that kind of gave you a little bit insight on what my process is. I know some people take them out and show you, and I don't think you need to see that. You get the point, right? So everyone, I hope you have a great day. I hope that you're enjoying these weekly updates. Again, next week will be the last update I have in my dentures for a while, because there's a lot I really want to talk about. There's a lot going on in the world, and more importantly, there's a lot going on in our church. Not our individual churches, but at our church. And a lot of things that God's put in my heart to talk about. So if you like this video and you haven't subscribed, please hit subscribe and all. And I'd love to hear from you in the comments below. So everyone have a really great Tuesday, and we'll talk to you next week. Peace.